everybody. It's your girl, Urban Farm Sister. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so you'll be notified when I upload new videos. So I had a lot of interesting things happen in 2018. One of them was I was presented with a resolution for the City of Cincinnati Community Council. The resolution was submitted by Councilwoman Tamaya Denard, and it was recognizing me for my urban farming, creating kiwi produce, and also starting Agri Academy Incorporated. I was shocked because I was not even aware that I was going to receive this resolution. I was actually contacted the week before, and I was asked could I come the following week to a council meeting to actually be presented with the resolution. So I have the video here so you can watch it. Enjoy.
Well, good afternoon, everybody. I have the honor and privilege to recognize Nadia Ruffin as part of Councilwoman Denard's effort to celebrate Black History Month by not just celebrating those who have been part of history and the work that they've done in the past, but those who are contributing to our world today and benefiting our city, and Nadia Ruffin is one of those. So I'm going to ask you, Nadia, to hold this, which Councilwoman Denard's staff put together, and I will read the following from the resolution, recognizing Nadia Ruffin, who is the owner of an urban farm in the city of Cincinnati in Kennedy Heights called Kiowa Produce, which started in 2013, and the idea was to combat food deserts in the city. She's the founder of Agri Academy, a local nonprofit working to educate the community on urban farming and the field of agriculture. She grows food for the community and regularly teaches webinar classes, by the way, via social media all across the world, you know, teaching people all across the world, right here in Cincinnati and Kennedy Heights, on organic urban farming, gardening, beekeeping, hydroponics, food safety, and so on. She produces or promotes healthy eating and preserves green space and farmland by utilizing hydroponics, aquaponics in indoor spaces and empty lots. And so we are recognizing her today. I also want to say she's recognized as the Farmer of the Year, right here in Cincinnati, the Farmer of the Year by the National Black Farmers Association, which is quite an honor. And so be it resolved by this council and of the city of Cincinnati that the mayor and this council recognize Nadia Ruffin for her tremendous local contributions through her commitment to sustainability, agriculture, and the community, that this resolution be spread upon the minutes of council and the copies be sent to Nadia Ruffin through the office of Council Member Denard. So, with that, congratulations. Yeah. I don't want to take up too much time, but it's such a fascinating story, and I know if Councilwoman Denard were here, she would want the same. I asked Nadia to say a few words.
Okay. The reason I got started doing urban farming was, number one, to combat the food deserts, but also looking at people's health. I was actually working at Ohio State at the veterinary college, and I was doing veterinary research and oncology there. And what I found is that the animals were getting cancer along with their owners. And what the main connection was is that it's the food that we're eating and the things that we're consuming, medications and things that we're taking. So I decided the only way you can combat cancer and other diseases is to actually start growing your own food. So I started teaching people how to do that, and it took off. In 2013, I set up a social media account on Instagram, and I thought nobody was going to be interested. And I would teach about, I'm also an entomologist, which is a person that studies insects. And so I would start out teaching them about how to organically control insects on your farm or on your garden. and it just took off from there. And I started out with like only a few followers, and now I have like 11,000 followers worldwide. So people are very interested, and I'm just eager to teach whatever I can. Like I say, I teach agriculture, all types of agriculture. It's not just farming. I teach beekeeping, how to raise chickens in the city, entomology. I even do presentations on like mosquito control and stuff, because that's a main issue in a lot of people's cities, is how to control mosquitoes without spraying them with a whole bunch of pesticides and stuff. So I teach things like that. So I'm just really excited to get this resolution. I didn't even know if someone was even paying attention, but it's very exciting. So thank you.
Thank you. Well, it's wonderful to lift you up and all the work that you do, and I want to recognize your family and ask them to stand up and be recognized too. So yeah, thank you all. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you.
Mr. Chair.
Mr. Young.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I want to again commend Councilmember Denard, who is not here, and Councilmember Landsman for doing the presentation today. It's interesting to me, at least, that there are people currently making history that, I think I said this the last time when Mr. Denard was here, people who currently make history that we've overlooked. And it's interesting that the history being recognized today is very important to the health of our city. And by extension, since there's the webinar, perhaps to the entire world. But one of the big travesties I've found in our city and in others is the creation of food deserts, and why they occur, and how to address them. And there are many creative ways, and there are creative people trying to do that. But it takes efforts like these, perhaps, to actually make it work, until such time as people living in food deserts are able to attract full-service grocery stores. But the good part about that may very well be that because of your work, those stores will carry products that don't give people cancer, that in fact nourish people in a more healthy way. It is a real fact that where you live determines how long you live. And much of that has to do with the environment, the food people eat, the choices they make. The education you give will help many people avoid bad choices and make better choices, which may help them live longer. So you're being recognized today for what you've done here, but you perhaps have no way of knowing, and none of us do, how many people you actually will impact. But your work certainly is life-saving, and I congratulate you, and it's a pleasure to see you here today.
We still have to vote. Roll call and passage of the resolution.
Councilmember Landsman?
Yes.
Councilmember Mann?
Yes.
Councilmember Murray?
Yes.
Councilmember Pastor?
Yes.
Councilmember Silbott?
Yes.
Councilmember Sittenfeld?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Smitherman?
Yes.
Councilmember Young?
Yes.
Passes.
Thank you. We now have a proclamation